Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Wesman2. Feel free to call me Wes, and if you're new to the channel, then please stay to the end. Welcome back to everyone else. As always, you know, you guys are always the best, and hopefully you guys know that. Thank you for all those that have been liking, commenting, subscribing, and just kind of overall just letting me know kind of what you guys want. So I figured today's episode will be about fixing our farm, because it's a little sad. Anyways, let's get started. So now the farm, I mean, we have, oh, okay, good. These are ready to be harvested. You know, our farm's a little sad and I wanted to go ahead and fix it. So now for those that are new to Staxel who didn't get a chance to watch my other series, this is what I'm talking about. So I don't know if you caught it, but last episode I made just a quick 3 by I think it's 7, to match this one. And you see how this one has a border around it? So the grass grew right to the border, but not past it. While this one, however, because there's not a plant in it, the grass already grew over it. And to me, it's not that big of a problem. I'm just so fearful that if I don't put anything there, at some point, it will just grow over the seeds. Again, I haven't really tested that because even from the first time I've played and I noticed that and I'm like, nope, I'm not having any of this. And I think the reason why I've kind of learned that is because I played Minecraft and in Minecraft you'll have similar concepts happen. That being said, that's why I wanted to go ahead and, sorry, I'm hitting I, nothing's happening because I'm playing so many other games. I'm a little distracted this week. I wanted to fix the farm because I wanted it to make it maybe just a tad bit bigger. I mean, obviously, a large part of this game is farming, and so let's make a decent-sized farm. I think the first thing I want to do is I want to extend these farms. I want to make them 5 by 7 so we have 35 on each side, and maybe make a couple of rows. Because I think I've already, yes, okay, I already have an orchard ready here. Something we need to do too is we need to fix the path, to our house, which we never fixed, and then we need to bring it out to connect it everywhere. So I guess we could take care of both because we're already gonna get the path blocks to kind of outline the farm. So I figured either way will be fine. Okay, so now, one thing I actually wanted to talk about, to kind of get everyone updated, because I've noticed that Staxel videos are pretty much, more popular on the channel, and I don't blame you guys. I mean, that's what I've started with, and so that's why I wanted to kind of get everyone on the same page. Lately, you've probably noticed that my upload has kind of been all over the place, right? There really isn't a schedule anymore, because I try to do daily, and just right now, that's a little, I don't want to use the word impossible, but it is just very hard. Kind of what's going on behind the scenes is I've kind of just been working on, I guess you could say myself, not to sound preachy, but you know, that's kind of what I've been doing. And in such, it's just not left a lot of time, to give you quality content. I mean, I could rush videos, but I figured, you know, I just rather kind of, for shortly, hopefully you guys don't get angry, I need to change the schedule. I think that what I could give you guys is 3 uploads a week, and that's where I need to change. Because currently I'm trying to enroll in college. I've been filling out like hundreds of, not hundreds, it felt like hundreds of applications, and you know, just taking care of some other, you know, behind the scenes things that I don't want to really get too into. But I figured I'd let you guys know, again, because this is a community and I want everyone to kind of be, I don't know, I always feel like making sure everyone's on the same page. And so that's kind of why, I wouldn't say disappeared, but that's again why uploads haven't been so regular. Again, hopefully you don't have a problem with it. I mean, if you do, I can't really do much, but I mean, you guys are awesome community, so I figured as much you guys won't be too angry. So I figured if I could if I could at least give you 3 videos a week, I think that's doable for me. Because if all else fails, what I can do is I can record 3 videos back to back, you know, spend one day doing that, maybe over the weekend, or, you know, I'll figure it out. And then I'll just proceed to give you the content Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. So hopefully you guys, you know, will be like, hey, you know, you're uploading technically a little bit more than you have been. You know, and so that's kind of just the behind the scenes. That being said, I went ahead and gathered some stone as I was talking about that. Where the heck is my inventory bar? I just realized that's missing. Oh no, it's not. It's right there. I'm sorry, guys. I've been playing so many other games, and lately, there's just been I've been so out of it, only because some of you might remember that, you know, I was messing with a bunch of medications, and that's still the case, and so I'm brain dead half the day, you know, now, and I'm trying to talk to my doctor about it. Anyways, we need some stone, and so the reason why we need stone is because we need sand, and we need both, really, is what I'm trying to say, to make these path blocks. And you get 10 per, I think it's 5. Let's go ahead and check that. So it should be 21, and then sand is also, so that should be... Oh, it's 4. It's only 4 sand to 5 stone. Okay, well, I don't know how much we're gonna need. I really don't. So I figured I'd just go ahead and make, I don't know, 100. I think that's gonna be enough. I mean, it should be enough. Yeah. I mean, let me think. Let's just make a couple more. Let's make 150 because I want to ensure that's enough. Because I just realized what I'm trying to do is fix the path at home, extend the path out at the house. I'll just make 200 as I'm talking. Make a path to the barn and kind of stuff like that. I don't know, I always like paths everywhere. Okay, so that should be enough. Well, we'll see, but hopefully that's gonna be enough. It's a good start. Oh, let me sell I think these are onions, turnips. Yeah, they're onions. Okay, so we'll go ahead and sell 12 onions. And then we'll check about something. Oh, okay, good. So 970, I think that 972 petals. And so let's go ahead and just reinvest that around. It is the 6th of spring, so we're gonna actually have time 300 for some potato seeds, or sweet potato rather. Is that spring? 6 days in spring. That'll bring us to the 12th. Okay, so again, if you're new to Staxel and you're kind of watching this as a play along, pretty much rule of thumb in Staxel, the more expensive the seeds, the higher the yield in return to bring it when you sell it, right? Another thing you need to be careful of, or the game did warn you, but again, I'll just kind of repeat that warning, which is if you sell a certain crop, right, make sure you have a lot of that crop. Obviously, you kind of help that, but you'll see diminishing returns because in theory, what I'm guessing is realistically you'd flood the market and the supply is not that high because there's so many, you know, there's only a few people here in the town and that whole kind of thing. All right, so we'll go ahead and fix this. This is really quick. You know what I should have done is I should have bought Milton some food. Milton, I'm so sorry. I feel like I'm neglecting you and so, you know, Elmu and Bertha. So the only name that I got so far is actually changing one of the cows' name back to Musala, but spelling it actually Musala, not I don't remember what the cow's name was. I've always called her Musala from day one. I think it's Mulissa, and I'd call her Musala. Anyways, I like the other one better. So if I were to make this 5, so 3, 4, 5, but then I'd have to rip that up. All right, well, we'll have to fix that later. Okay, hitting I is still not the thing, and tab is still the correct key. There we go. I need to go get my iconic elephant watering can. Okay, so those are watered. I don't have a shipping crate, so that's why I can't get it. Okay, we'll go ahead and this is kind of what I did in the last game, and I did it actually in my own single player, is I just like making a path down the center, because usually you end up branching from this path, and so I always felt like it was a good place to start. So we're going to bring it all the way down to this orchard that I'm trying to build, because I already kind of planned that, as I was kind of talking about when I was making it. I wanted to make a space, or at least 2 down the middle, and the reason being is because I knew that I wanted a path. We might actually need to make it a little bit bigger, because the trees do grow. They grow, and then the leaves kind of push you over one, so we actually might need to keep a space of 1 in between. So if we go there, meaning the path needs to be here, and then, I mean, what it's going to help us do is it's going to line up the other trees when we need to kind of go onto that side. Meaning that to kind of keep it in order, we need the path here, like such. Okay, and then we want a space of at least 1, which we'll just represent by that. And then we know we need to then put the, let's see, the box right here. So we need to get actually the hoe out, and then make at least a 3x3. Some of the bigger trees are actually a 5x5, and we'll worry about that when we get there. Okay, so what I'm gonna do again to ensure that this stays here, so that I know that's what I want for sure, is I'll go ahead and just make a path, or I should say a box around it, so that the grass does not grow around it. I guess I can connect it to the path, it's not a big deal. Let me think. How else would I want to do this? I think that's fine. The only problem to me sometimes is it doesn't look natural, you know, having all the stone around it, because, you know, usually you wouldn't have a bunch of stone laying around all your trees and stuff. Usually you just kind of have it, you know, dirt, and that's it. Okay, so why does that look weird? Oh, because I filled in that? No, that's a path too. Oh, because there we go. I forget this game has a little bit of an overlap, and let's go ahead and grab all of this, and I guess all we need to do next is bring the path all the way down, and then we'll branch off to the barn, which I'm pretty sure I made it even, yeah. So that makes me happy. Subconsciously I made it even because I wanted the roof to come to a point, meaning that this here and here is the actual center of the barn, meaning that that's gonna line up perfectly with the path. So we'll go ahead and just bring it all the way down. I kind of feel like it's a waste, so again, maybe we'll have this right now and we can always change it in the future, or we just make sure that we build more kind of pens on the other side. Although I do have an idea of how to expand this barn out a little bit bigger. Okay, so let's go ahead and take care of this, bringing it there, since again we're already here and we're trying to bring it across. Good thing I made 200. I mean, we're chewing through this. I mean, we still have 100 right now, but I mean, at this rate, we're gonna chew through, I think, a lot more than I thought originally. Okay, so that being said, let's go grab that. Let's put this down like such, and like there. All right. So, I don't think I have anything else really to talk about. I usually like to talk about something during these kind of mundane tasks, as I keep calling it. But I don't think there's really anything. Okay, so just for even's sake, let's go ahead and just dig around this planter. Being careful not to dig up the precious apple seed, because that was actually really expensive, which might actually explain why I didn't have as much money as I thought we would, because I'm pretty sure the apple seed was 400. Or something really expensive. Okay, so what this will guarantee is when this tree goes up, it'll have, I think it's a space of 1, right where the tree will overhang because of the leaves, meaning that we can keep this path of 2 running all the way down. I'm not sure really how large we're gonna make the orchard, only because again trees kind of are expensive, and I'm not sure if we're, you know, I want to go all the way back or kind of just leave it like that. Anyways, that should fix that, meaning that, I guess right here we'll just kind of dig across and then kind of just let the path be right there, because I don't know what to do. Milton, are you helping by you're gonna fall in the ditch? Don't do that, buddy. Here, let me quickly fill this all in so you can't fall down there. Haha, yeah, you were about to fall in there. He's looking at me like, I'm hungry. I know, I'm so sorry. All right, I feel bad. So let's go ahead and let's get both of our animals. What is that? Oh, those are sweet potatoes. Okay, quickly, before the day ends. Okay, there we go. Just gotta plant all of these real quick. I shouldn't have put them here because we're gonna back into these, and then I'm gonna have 3 extra. Dang it. Okay, well, at least put them down. Okay, so we need to make sure before we even go into town, want these seeds being a day behind. Okay, Milton, those are ready. All right, I promise you, I'm gonna go chop down some trees. I'm gonna sell some wood, and hopefully, you know, we can get you some food and feed our 2 awesome cows. We need to check for milk. They didn't give us milk last time. I'm pretty sure I think it's almost about 6 days from when you get them out of the crates before they actually produce milk. At least that's what I remember. And then I also know, like, periodically through the game, the cows won't produce milk. I don't know if that's in the winter, which I guess I don't blame them. I mean, that makes sense because it's cold. Let's go ahead and just chop down a few more trees, just to ensure that we have enough money. I don't expect us not to. There was a fossil over there. Well, we need Vorlin, you know, our good buddy Vorlin, before we can even do anything with fossils. And I mean, I can collect them, but I'd rather just wait, because I kind of see them sprinkled everywhere. And I would imagine the map being bigger will definitely help us there, because we'll have more frequent spawns. At least I would think so, because you have a lot more blocks to work with for the game to spawn them in. And another thing too is, since this is a newer save or newer version of the game, as my old version was kind of just being updated as the game was being updated, I don't think everything kind of took as well, so I didn't get as many fossils as I would think you would, because I'm seeing them pretty regularly around this town, and I'm not venturing that far out. Okay, so I don't even remember how much I got. Okay, I got 343. I don't want to sell all of that because I do need some. And I noticed that we left some planks there. Okay, that's more than enough for right now, I mean. And we'll just keep those planks there in case we need to build something else. Okay. Pet food and trough food. Nope, trough food. There we go. Thanks, Leaf. I don't know where you are. Like I was saying a couple days ago, when, you know, my other Staxel series, I was actually able to find the mine pretty quickly, and I just kind of started ransacking that and selling everything. Okay, so the food situation is going to be under control so far. And then we'll just have to worry another day, I guess, to keep feeding them. All right, here you go, Milton. I got food for you, buddy. And then the cows, we got some trough food for them. And I'm sure they're going to eat the entirety of this. And the grass is actually growing in their pen pretty nicely. Yep, you guys are eating, I'm sure, or not? No? Are you guys content? No, yep. Bertha, and you're content. Oh, okay. That's good. It actually makes me happy. Let's see. I don't want to tick them off because I didn't think so. Oh man, the nice thing about finding that mine is there a bunch of crates, and then I'd put a crate probably right there just to ensure that we, you know, always have the milker handy and not always in my inventory, because that's a problem. But it looks like we're almost time to wrap this up. Oh yeah, we're gonna need that. Well, we actually don't. I forgot that I super built the Reina's, what's it called? Her fishing spot, and made her a nice little house. Okay, so let's just try to get, what are these? Sugar beet seeds. I don't remember getting these. They grow 4 days in autumn. Oh, those were our reward seeds. We just gotta remember they're here, because I usually end up forgetting stuff that I put up on here. Petals. These petals always get in the way. With yellow wooden blocks. I'm not sure where I got those. I guess dirt path blocks, sure. These green stone blocks, I'm pretty sure is from the house, the foundation. Yeah, okay. Yeah, because I put this door frame in so we can kind of sneak in and out. I should probably put a door. We have plenty of dirt, but that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for, these wooden plank blocks, which I might have to make myself, which is fine. Oh, naming form? Oh, okay. Let's go ahead and let's do that. Bertha? Elmu? I think Elmu is funny, so let's go ahead and change Bertha to Moose. I think it was Musala. I think it was just Musala. Musala. Yeah, Musala. I think there was an I. I'll fix it if that's the case. I just wanted to kind of get that done. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we're actually running out of time, so thank you for tuning in to this episode of our Staxel playthrough. If you're new and you made it to the end, down below is all the links to my social medias that I comment on, I post on, and kind of update people on when things are kind of hectic. I guess you guys are kind of, any comments or questions that you guys might have, the comments is where to leave them. I do read them all. I do try to respond, you know, within a relative, you know, quick time, or I just don't just be like, yeah, sure, and then I try to put, you know, effort into how I comment to show you guys that I do read them and I do care. Anyways, thank you for tuning in, and until next time, as always, keep it real.